Aloha, everybody. It's the Jonathan and Betsy show, our usual fourth Tuesday of the month. Aloha, Sadhana. Aloha, Selkie.
Aloha.
Let me go grab that deck real quick.
Yes, go ahead. And I have to send a real quick text. Sorry, I have an auto detailer coming after the stream. And yeah, okay, that's done. Wow, look at hi Regina Tarot and hi Nancy at Crohn's Intuition, Selkie and Sadhana. Hi. Good to see everyone. Jonathan and I just got on. He was having some computer things going on, so we just got on moments before. A minute to spare.
Yeah, I was trying to restart my computer and it was taking forever for some reason. I'm not even sure why.
Yeah.
Probably because it's been a while since I restarted it.
And so here I'm going to do a shout out to myself. You see my name is different down here, and that's because I launched a new website over the weekend. And so that's how you find my new website. The old one is still up, but go to this one instead because it's got a lot of stuff on there.
It does.
It's really cool. It's my dream come true website.
I was poking around a little. Lots of fun. Oh, Regina Tarot is here. Aloha. And Nancy, Crohn's Intuition. And Blue Crescent Tarot. And Tarot Stash.
Gerald, yeah. Oh, there we are. Hi.
Yeah. So Gerald is not doing 2 channels anymore. He's condensing it down just to Tarot Stash.
Well, that's a good idea.
He's not getting rid of the other one. He's just not going to be using it much, right?
Oh, the notice pops. Oh, good.
Yeah. It's because I put the countdown. I noticed that if I don't do the countdown, no one gets notifications, which is so weird.
That explains a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And there's Luna. Hi, Luna.
Hi, Luna. So today we thought we'd be cat themed. I brought the tarot of the cat people.
And my sister sent me the cat tarot for my birthday. Whoop, whoop.
Oh, yes. Happy birthday, dear one.
Thank you. This deck is so whimsical. You guys know I'm not really a deck person, but yeah. How can you not love that? How can you not be in love with that?
That is.
I mean, and the Emperor, that's the cat in the cone of shame. Of course, you can never find it when you need it, but maybe it'll pop up.
Oh my God, Regina read that as notice pooped for a second. Well, hi, Scott, Scorpio Moon Tarot. Welcome.
Hi, Selkie. Yeah, not at 21 again. No, at 61. Owning it. It's right.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take it. Can't believe I'm here.
I just love the backs of this deck.
Oh. That's so cool. It's just all circles, right? The cats are made up of circles.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool. Except for the ears and the little backgroundy thing. It's like they're just all circles layered one on top of the other, like a collage. That's really cool.
So the cool thing is this deck is actually the creator created her own little sci-fi world, basically. And it was so cool that Andrea Norton, famous sci-fi matron, decided that she was going to write a duology in this world. So I got the book. I still need to read it, but I got the duology in one novel form. So I want to read because it all takes place in this. Oh, someone's awake. Jesus Christ. How did you do it, Jesus? Oh, gee. You know, everyone can hear you, boys.
Should we maybe do just a little grounding?
Yes. How about I mute myself and you can lead it? Because
okay.
I was very excited about this dream we had.
Oh, that's cool. Dreams are exciting.
I'm gonna mute.
Why is Z?
Cool. So everyone, let's all just take a moment to tune in. I invite everyone to close their eyes and take a couple of nice, relaxing breaths, whatever that means for you. And I also invite you to tune into your heart space, that center of love within you, and imagine, if you will, a beautiful, bright green light glowing there. And as you become aware of the beauty of that light, it expands and fills your entire being from head to toe. And as you sit in this beautiful energy of love, we will be reaching out to Mother Earth to ground ourselves. We're going to send our energy through the soles of our feet down to Mother Earth and ask her to join with us. So gather up that energy on a nice deep inhale. And let's exhale and push that energy down deep, deep, deep to the very core of Mother Earth. She hears our call and she answers us, sending her unconditional love up through the soles of our feet, past our ankles and on up our legs to our knees, continues up our legs to our hips, and begins to fill our bodies through our trunks to our lungs, continues up higher past our shoulder blades to the tip of our shoulders, spills down our arms past our elbows to our wrists and fingertips, rises higher through our throats, and fills our head to the very top of our head. We now feel an unbroken connection to the deep love and the grounding of Mother Earth. We breathe her in, and she shares our breath. So now we will turn our attention to Father Sky, and again, we're going to gather up our energy, this time sending it through our crown chakra at the top of our head, up to the heavens and to Father Sky. So gather that energy while you inhale deeply and exhale, sending that energy up high into the heavens to Father Sky. He hears our call and he sends down his wisdom and patience to us through the top of our head, down to our neck and shoulders, spills down our arms, past our elbows to our fingertips, continues on down our throats, fills our lungs, down our spine and bellies, to the tips of our tailbone and hips, continues down our legs to our knees, to our ankles and the tips of our toes. And now we feel an unbroken connection to Father Sky. We breathe him in. He shares our breath. He joins with the Mother within us as we take a moment in this perfect harmony to just enjoy the stillness. And we ask that any unwanted energies in our spaces be gone now to the light and their highest good. We welcome any teachers or guides that come to share their wisdom with us in the beauty way only. We believe and trust in the truth and power of this moment, and so it is.
And so it is.
I feel better.
Mm-hmm. What time is it in Hawaii, Selkie? It is 8:10 a.m. No. Can you believe we used to do this at 6 a.m.?
6? You know, I kind of liked 6. It was nice. I like sunrise. I like dawn. So
Yeah.
I have no complaints.
No, I'm just not a morning person.
Let's see. The Blue Crescent's here. Jacob is here. Angie's here.
Oh, hi, Ange.
Got Scorpio Moon Tarot is here. And somebody says, Gerald, Betsy, you've been on my
Yeah,
mind
Gerald's
a lot
back.
lately. Maybe it is the new website. Yep. That's
She's definitely
entirely
putting a
possible.
lot of her energy into it. That's for sure.
It was a really interesting process. I'm really glad it's finished. It was stressful for a while. I went through a lot of things that didn't work out, and then once things did work out, everything came together in a pretty relaxed fashion. It just took a lot longer than I ever thought it would. So, patience, right? It happens when it's ready. Like a baby. It was 8 months to get it to get it to launch. I told my sister it's just like a baby.
Yeah. Creation of anything takes time. And then it when you're in it seems like it's never gonna end. And then when it's finally over, you're like, oh, I guess that was quicker than I really thought it was gonna be, but sometimes it just feels like it takes forever, and it took forever, and then you're finally just like, it's done.
Yeah, and now that it's done, and thank you, Luna. Now that it's done, it's like, okay, now what? Because there's been content to create, to insert in there, and I was kind of on the track doing that. Now it's like, now what? So I don't know.
Now you take it to the next level, right?
Well, I think we inadvertently, trying to figure out things for the launch, I inadvertently wrote too much, which is already going to be the newsletter for next month. So I don't think I have to do that.
There you go.
might need something for the blog. I don't know.
Yeah, now it's time just to start writing blog entries and newsletters that you can then just stack up so that you don't have any pressing on you.
We have someone that manages that. She says we need this, and so I send her some of this, and then she makes it that.
Oh,
That's someone
okay.
to do that. That was always my dream, but I didn't want to have to learn how to do all those software things. I don't. Right. It's just not me. Hi, Yeshi. Hi. I always said if I could find someone to do it for me that I could afford, that would be my dream come true. And voila.
So now what we need to do is start doing our beach walks again.
Yeah. I think, though, my schedule is going to be Friday, Saturday for all next month.
Friday, Saturday is your days off?
No, those are my days I'm working.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
A week from today, Apollo starts school again. So
cool.
Once you start school, I'll have my mornings to myself again. Which means I can actually start focusing on making wearable crystal grids and trying to give more offerings. And I was thinking of maybe doing a group offer.
A group offer?
Yeah, like a group class or Yeah.
Sure.
I'm still mulling it over, but some ideas. So if you have any ideas of the class you would love for me to offer, throw it in the chat.
I'm hearing somebody tell me that you should do deep dives on one deck at a time.
That's kind of funny because I was thinking of that.
Oh.
Probably one of my guides saying, just tell him what I told him already.
Anybody out there in Radio Land surprised to hear that?
I'm not.
That is funny. Oh my gosh, look at this. Wait, it's already 1:15. So anybody, do we want to open up the chat?
Yeah. Anyone who wants a reading, just go ahead and put it in all caps and we will get started. Do you want to? I feel like I should start with a group one instead of ending with a group one.
I like that idea.
So I just finished shuffling. Wow. Okay. That's interesting. 3 cards there. I'm just going with my usual, pulling 3. I love the artwork. Love the artwork in this deck. So here is the Six of Swords. So obviously, this person's got their pack and their cat and their 6 swords, and they're moving on to somewhere better. Yeah. And then we have the High Priest. I love this.
Oh, wow.
The Hierophant, as some call it. And then we have the Justice card. Very balanced. So it's interesting to me that we start with swords and we have a sword in the last one. So with the Six of Swords, High Priest, and Justice, I'm seeing that we're moving on from where we've been. We're looking for better pastures where we can really just sink down deep into our mysteries and really find our inner balance and, you know, find the truth that is personal, right? I'm seeing this justice less as like the community justice, as more like a personal justice idea. So I think as a collective, we're moving on, trying to find that higher learning so that we can find balance in our lives. And bottom of the deck is 10 of Pentacles. So we're obviously setting things up so that we can create the lives that are not only going to serve us well, but like create a legacy for those that come after.
I asked for a card that would follow in suit, and I got the Two of Swords. No surprise. No surprise there, huh?
Oh, hi, Jamie.
Yeah, hi, Jamie. Hi. Aquarius Owl popped in. Hi.
Oh, hi, Debbie.
Gerald asked for a reading.
Yes, I just saw that. I am popping it up right now.
It up. Awesome.
Okay, I'm going to shuffle again. So Gerald asks, I am drawn to do collaboration videos with people. Some in the video chat. What insight can you offer for doing the collaborative videos? Who to ask?
I got something straight away when I first saw your question pop up on the chat. And that is, if you decide to do that, that the folks that you have on should follow in line with your brand, and should also be helpers for you in a learning, that there's that this should be a learning experience for you. I know that you're very experienced and you have a very clear point of view in practice, but that this would be an opportunity to deepen and to enrich your practices instead of being the person that helps everybody else launch. That this is for you to honor your role as an elder in teaching, but yet to be a student as well in the process. So to serve you the highest, that's what I'm getting. If you want to serve you the highest, not that there's anything wrong with you mentoring and helping other people launch, but if you want enrichment from this experience, then it should follow your brand very clearly. If that helps.
Which kind of goes along with what I was seeing. So first card I got, let me. Okay, first I got to show you this. I'm looking at the grin on Betsy's face. So the first card I drew for you, Gerald, is the star here. So, right, you want to be that shining star that brings hope to others, which I get. Then we get the Knight of Swords. Oh, we gotta look at those horns. So I feel like you're trying to rush into things, just kind of get things going. But the advice you're getting is be more the King of Wands, where it's like, yes, you have that fire, you have that drive, you have that creativity, and you want to help spark in others, but do it in a mindful, meaningful way instead of giving in to this urge to just go for it, just do it. It's like, yes, do it, but do it in a way where you're going to not only help nourish the fire in others, but bring that hope to yourself as well.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm getting, is that it's like, it's a good idea and it's something you should definitely do. Just don't rush into it, right? Be mindful about who it is you're inviting. As Betsy said, make sure that there are people who help carry your brand, right? Instead of someone who's going to tarnish your brand or just cause a controversy or whatever. So,
or just water it down.
Right. Or water it down or make it murky. Jamie, I am using the Tarot of the Cat People. And Jamie also is asking for a week ahead reading.
I'm going to ask for a card too for Jamie on this one.
So Gerald says, perfect. I was recently referred to as an elder, and I need to remember to enrich my practices throughout it.
I think it. Hold. I'm getting pulled back there.
For Gerald, yeah.
Yeah, I think that this urge, your drive you're feeling to do things on your channel is reflecting a desire within you about continuing your seeking. And it's not seeking like the eternal student, like the professional student, the seeking in a level of deepening. It feels like you're on the verge of going somewhere new, if that makes sense. So I think that's why both of us were kind of getting things about being deliberate in your choices on this. It just feels like this is really about you. And I just keep hearing the word fulfillment, enrichment, fulfillment, blah, blah, blah. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
And he also says this relates to the roundtable reading he had with Elemental Cartomancy.
Oh, roundtable reading. That sounds like fun.
Oh, it was a good one. Yeah. If you go on Elemental Cartomancy, watch that.
Being a student teacher is something I'm already considering. Yeah, it just feels like there's something really cool happening for you.
Okay, back to Jamie. So, week ahead. I was going to show you the 3 cards that I'll interpret. First cards, actually, let me get this out of the way. First card that comes out is the Devil. Look at that. The staff is like an angry cat head. He's got these 2 wild cats, spirit cats. They got these auras around them. Those eyes. And then we got the Wheel of Fortune. And our final card here is the 4 of Wands. I love the way that sun is like radiating. So with the Devil and the Wheel of Fortune here, it's talking about don't let your darker aspects kind of force your hand as far as fate goes. Always look for those things to celebrate. Focus on that. That is the thing you really want to focus on. the devil I'm getting is like it's causing issues that affect how your wheel turns. And the way out, like I said, is just focusing on those things those things in life that are worth celebrating. Don't let this overcome this, right? See, those kitties are relaxing versus those kitties that are fighting. It's like, pick your fights. Don't get into every fight that's being offered. And just keep in mind that the wheel is always turning. So, and our bottom of the deck, Page of Cups. I'm feeling like this is you sinking back into your emotions and learning how to feel again. That's what it's about.
I asked for a card. Guess what I got? The same card I got before. But I was also told to take. I cut the deck, and I was told to take the top of the split, which was this. But I was also told to look at the underneath split of the split, which is justice. And what I'm getting on this is a sensitivity to justice. That there might be some kind of a heightened sensitivity or triggering around justice at the moment. Or this could be something that it's just time to heal this aspect within about sense of justice. If there's an emphasis on fairness and unfairness in the world beyond your control, or some type of I guess I have to say it. They're not going to let me sugarcoat it. If there is anything about an overdeveloped sense of justice for you, that you become upset by things that are beyond your realm, that decision time about healing that. Which way do you want to go? Do you want to hold on to that sense of justice? Which is kind of interesting. You know, the cat represents it pretty clearly here. If you're holding on to an overdeveloped sense of justice, it's going to bite you. So it's time to just take a look at that and to decide what's worth keeping and what's worth releasing, what is serving you and what isn't. It's just a bit of discernment on that one, if that makes sense.
Well, that goes along with this and like choosing your battles and not letting things chain you down. Right?
Absolutely.
Oh, absolutely. And I see a few people popped in. Aloha, Tanjiro and Biscotti, and hello, Ginger Faye. Aloha. And Jamie says, yes, Betsy.
Girl, I'm with you on that one. We should go have a cocktail. Talk about that.
So the next one is a reading for the coming week, Miss Selkie.
Somebody's handing me a beautiful pastel pink rose for you, Selkie. They're telling me to hand you the pink rose, and it represents love. It's your guides communicating to you that they're showing appreciation and love for you and your willingness to sometimes step out of your comfort zone to deliver messages for folks. Nope, there's Gigi. Hi, Gigi. I just got chills all of a sudden. Thank you for stepping outside your comfort zone to share messages, because you're able to communicate for them to some folks that they really want to communicate with that aren't available to them directly, and that not to underestimate the importance of your role in doing this. And they'll try to make it kind of simple. They're showing me a newspaper that's sitting on someone's doorstep, and someone opens the door, and the first thing they notice is the photograph and the big headline across the top. And sometimes that's enough. they'll bring the paper inside, and maybe they won't read the article, but the picture and the headline is enough for them to get the information that they needed to receive. That's what they're showing me. So you can zip in, you can drop the headline on them, you can show them the photograph, and then you're able to zip back out without getting hooked into something in depth that's going to drain you. That you can just zip in, drop it off, and then they're showing me like a bee, that you're going from flower to flower, you're pollinating, which is you're doing their work for them, you're hand pollinating for them, but you're free to go home to the hive where it's safe. You don't have to stay. You don't have to stay. So, okay, so they're saying, so that could just be a different means of communicating, sticking with text and messaging platforms instead of verbal or face-to-face. That way you can pass your message. They're free to respond if they want to, but you can also choose to not respond immediately, to give it time to breathe and let them sit with it before you respond. That way, it'll keep your energy up a little bit better.
So the 3 cards I pulled for you, Selkie, we got King of Swords. I love that King of Swords.
Love. I'm going to marry that King of Swords.
We got the Chariot. Such a cool chariot. And again, we get King of Wands here. Same spot, too. I love that little kitten in the corner.
Oh, bobcat.
Look at that face.
Oh, super cute.
So this is kind of coming together instead of individual cards. The 3 of them are like, no, you read us together. So I'm seeing the King of Swords and King of Wands on either side of the Chariot. So it's your control of your thoughts and ideas and your passions and creativity that helps drive you forward. And not to give too much of your energy to one or the other, but it's that balance pair is what's going to pull you forward. Your thoughts and your passions, your ideas and your creativity need to be knitted together in order to create this chariot for you to go forth in life, right? And the under the bottom of the deck, we got the 3 of Pentacles. So, right? So it's this idea of that you're not doing this by yourself. Ask your guides for help. Ask your guides to help you bring the 2 cats together, marry them together, make them like knit so that you can use the fire and air energy together intermingled. I mean, that's kind of fiery and airy itself right here, even though it's an earth sign. So, yeah, that's what I got for you, is just focus on mingling your ideas, your creativity to help drive you this week. And always ask your guides if you need help. They're always there, just waiting for you.
Well, I love that you have the command of the thoughts and the command of the actions.
Right.
Flanking the Chariot, which kind of makes sense with what they were also communicating about delivering the message and then taking a pause, whether you want to get hooked into something or whether you just want to deliver the message and let them receive it. I love that.
Selkie says that roses are the most important flower to her.
Oh, I love it. Yeah. Cool.
Next, we have Debbie Aquarius Owl. She wants a general reading for August, just to what to be aware of. For this, I feel like I should pull 4 cards, 1 for each week.
I love it. The love cats.
Selkie says pink roses are her flower.
Oh, Selkie! Your team is so on point with you. They do so love you.
Okay,
I
Debbie. I'm going to do
understand
4
why.
cards, like I said, 1 for each week. I'm just being drawn to do that. Okay. So first week of August, we get High Priest. So what to be aware of, right, is don't fall into patterns of dogma. Don't have what you think should be happening control how you react to what is actually happening. Right? Learn from what's happening. Take stock of what's happening. But don't let your perceived notion of what should be colored. Right? Second week, we'll have 3 of Swords, right? Which is a very interesting 3 of Swords, isn't it? You don't have the heart with the 3 swords stuck in it. You have these 2 who are fighting, obviously not talking to each other at the moment, and there's a 3rd sword down there. So it's like they each are clinging to their own truths, but not really reaching for the actual truth. See how their swords are dark and that sword on the ground is light. So I feel like second week, you have the potential of getting into fights with people about like your point of view and their point of view not really being the same. But if you just look for that thing that is the same, then you can avoid this kind of conflict. Right? Third week, Page of Cups, right? To be aware of is to not let your naivete get the best of you. Use your intuition. Listen to your intuition. Don't assume that you know everything yet, right? I keep getting this is like, don't assume you know everything that's happening. So, and then for our final 4th week, we have the Empress. So I think this is talking about like dealing with all these other conflicts that you may have had and just learning to nurture yourself, your inner self, and, you know, nurture those that are close to you. A lot of interesting things here about like conflict with ideas and not getting stuck in patterns. So
Can you hold them all up at once, or is that will it fit?
I can. It just might take me a second to figure out how to do that.
There we go.
There we go.
Interesting.
If you notice, these are looking that way and these are looking that way. So it's, again, that same idea that the 3 of Swords is showing with the 2 people looking away from each other. It's like, don't be so stuck in being right that you don't look at the other point of view.
Well, that's kind of interesting. I'm finding myself kind of going all over the place with this. I'm getting something about the super fiery August climate. You know, it's the dog days of summer. It's super hot. The fire, the Leo season, all that fire, fire, fire. And someone is telling me you need to look at Sirius, which is the dog star in the north. It's like the opposite direction. And I asked for some clarification from the cards. I got Ace of Pentacles, which to me is calling to earth, grounding, stability.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got the Devil, which I love this Devil card. It could be my favorite devil of all time. And on the description in the booklet, it says that it talks about how loose the leash is and easily the dog could escape, but because it's a dog, it's incapable. I just thought that was hilarious. Anyway, no offense to the dogs. But what I'm what I'm getting is to come back to yourself, cool off. The difference between here we're in the fiery, hot Leo, August, dog days of summer, and instead shoot for, wait, opposite direction, shoot for Sirius. Look to the dog star instead of going with the fiery, tempestuous season we're in, to look to the cooling winds of the north to help calm your spirit and to bring you back down to earth. 2 feet planted firmly on the ground, to just not get swept up in the momentum. It's like to not get carried away with the fire, in the fire, not get swept into the crowd. I don't know. Have you ever seen? Okay, what they're showing me now is a parade route, and all of a sudden something happens, and people start rushing in a particular direction. And some people know what's happening ahead or behind them, but other people don't, but they start rushing with the flood anyway. They're saying not to do it, to stand your ground, keep your feet on the floor, let the others rush past you, so then you can discern if what is happening around you has merit for you or not.
Aloha, Naomi. Naomi's here. Thank you, Jamie, for keeping me on track. Next, we have Regina, general for the month of August. I'll do another 4-card draw. Aquarius Al says, thank you. August seems like it'll be very interesting. Yeah, there's a lot about like conflicting points of view, getting caught up in dogma.
I think a little bit of it is just our socioeconomic, political climate as well.
Right.
To remember what belongs to you and what's just the collective that you're picking up. I think that goes for all of us. I recently ran across something that said purple jade is good for discernment. Luckily, I had a purple jade bangle stashed in a drawer that I have never worn. But
Love
yeah,
jade.
I know. I mean, there's days when I walk around, I just want to cry, and I can't tell you why. But I think it's, some of that collective. It's just is what it is right now. While we're trying to figure it out.
Interesting. So for Regina, first week of August, again, it's the same question, isn't it? What do you need to be aware of? So the first week in August, we get King of Cups. Oh, we've got a tiger by his feet. Right? So it's being able to control that emotion, being able to know when to unleash the inner tiger and when to keep it reined back, I think is what the biggest lesson of the week, or the first week of August, is going to be for you. Holding that cup, not letting it spill, keeping the tiger in check. Since the King of Cups is all about controlling the emotions. Then we have Page of Wands for your second week. So that's all about learning to harness your creativity, your passions, your fire to really help move you forward. But know that, it's the Page of Wands. So you're only just getting started with that stuff. And it's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to stumble a little at the beginning because you're just learning. But as long as you follow that inner flame, that inner light, it'll guide you back to where you need to be. Third week, again, we get this 3 of Swords card, which I shuffled and shuffled and shuffled. So it's interesting that it popped up again. Same idea, where you don't want to get stuck in your way of thought versus the other person's way of thought, but to find that thought that combines the two, or at least is the bridge between the two. And don't let that little angry kitty out. And then our fourth week, we get 6 of Pentacles. So are you this person that's feeding the cats, or are you one of the cats that's getting fed? So I'm seeing it being both ways, actually. Like, you are offering help and you are receiving help at the same time. So that's your 4th week of the month. So I'm seeing here that, again, it's like it's learning to harness the inner, you know what? We got cups, wands, swords, pentacles. So you seem like your August is going to be pretty balanced. You just want to make sure that, I don't know, I'm feeling like anger issues somehow is kind of popping up here. So being able to channel that anger into constructive, creative ways versus letting it turn into battles or, you know, letting your tiger run free. And you know, don't forget to give and receive.
I got right away. They sent me a clown. I mean, a really like a clown that has a lot of red in his costume, and there's yellow too. But you know, there's a lot of red in his costume. So that is like, to me, like the red is like the cape in front of the bull. It's, you know, for chakra and safety. It's baiting, triggering. And I asked, okay, if the clown is real, can you send me a card that reinforces the clown? And they gave me this. So we're not going to read the card as what the card would mean in traditional tarot, but instead, I mean, if there's a clown cat, that's kind of the clown cat. So for the month, whoever this clown is for you, I'm being told to tell you to ignore them, to only respond the minimum, the bare minimum necessary to hold up your end of responsibility in whatever aspect of your life this is occurring in. I'm not seeing it a whole heck of a lot. It could be I want to say it's work related, but it's project related. So whatever the project is, and whoever this clown is, they're just trying to make it so if they fail, they have someone to point to. And so it's like this long, slow chess match of them strategically placing things, arranging things in a certain way that they can exit out of accountability. So that's why it's so frustrating.
It kind of goes with this.
Yeah, so whatever it is they're doing,
you just went right
ignore
along.
it to the maximum potential that you have to ignore it.
Oh, I see Sadhana left. Bye, Sadhana, if you can still hear us. Okay, Regina says, that's interesting. I wonder what's going to be making me mad.
I don't see it as making mad. I just see it as disruption.
Disruption, frustration. That's kind of what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
And Gerald says to Regina, write songs when you have tuckbox rage. Tuckbox rage. Oh my God, that's hysterical. Okay, let's see. Gina.
Was Gigi next, yeah?
Yeah, I'm just looking for the comment.
It was something about what's blocking you, and girl, I'm here to tell you.
I just popped to the bottom, and I'll go back up.
Yeah. What's blocking you is your guides are trying to save your bacon. They're showing me a covered bridge that you're walking, that there's a lot of rain and high water, and you're like, oh, hallelujah. Here's a covered bridge. I can walk in covered. I can walk in shelter for a little while through this bridge, and they're showing me that bridge. The minute that you get in the middle of it, that bridge is been taken out, going to be taken out by floodwaters. So what is blocking you right now is it's like you're pulling the plow, and whoever has got the reins is doing everything they can to try and stop you. I don't know what this, I have no idea what this is about, but they're telling me you need a 14-day reassessment of what you're doing. Sorry. That was pretty harsh. That was pretty harsh. I'm sorry.
Psyche just popped in. Aloha, Psyche.
Hi.
Okay, Gigi. So we got first card is Four of Swords. You're sitting there playing with your cats. Second one is Four of Cups. And the third one is the Fool. So with that double four there, the Four of Swords with the Four of Cups, I'm seeing this as being kind of like, you kind of are not putting in any effort right now, right? You're just, like you said, you're feeling blocked, right? This is telling me that your thoughts and emotions are what's blocking you right now. Okay. Well, I guess that should be that way. They're both sitting in almost similar positions. One's just kind of like half-heartedly playing with the cats. The other one's just like moping, right? So I think what this is telling us is that you need to put these things aside, right? You need to just not worry about your thoughts and emotions at the moment, not worrying about making sure everything goes just the way you want it, and being able just to step off that ledge and know the universe has your back, right? So I think your way forward here is that Fool energy, that just do it. Don't think about what's blocking you, because the more you think about it, the more you're blocked. Both of these are very blocking energies, right? I mean, this one is restful. This one's restful, but this one is definitely like self-sabotage. So it goes along perfectly with what Betsy was saying. So yeah, I think it's just time to put aside those thoughts and emotions that are blocking you and just start going. Just get into that Fool mentality. And I just flipped over the deck to see the bottom of the deck. And I think once you tap into that Fool energy, we get the Eight of Wands. So things are just going to start going. And I love that this Eight of Wands is a guy juggling 8 wands, right? So just relearning to juggle those passions and drives and those things that really get you going. Because there is no passion here, except here it is. You just have to learn to step off the ledge with complete trust. That.
And I just saw that Gigi asked if I had said 14 days or 40 days. And it's 2 weeks. Yes, 2 weeks, 14 days. And then it dawned on me that the guides are referring to the moon phases, that we just came out of this full moon, the getting rid of, the shuffling out what's not serving. And the 2 weeks time kind of reflects, gives you a breather time to call in the intention of what you do want to create.
Gigi says, dang, I thought that was a solution.
Go back to the covered bridge. They're showing me the covered bridge again. You're walking in the rain. It's a mess, and you're really glad to have that shelter of the covered bridge, but what you don't see that's coming at you is the floodwaters, that you think you're safe inside that covering, and you're going to get swept away by something.
Gigi says, oh yeah, that makes so much sense. New moon is a good time. Okay, thank you so much. Well, thank you, Gigi. And next, we have Luna, and we are 5 minutes to the hour, so I know, Betsy, you have someone coming.
Yeah, I've got. I'm not racing for time, guys, but
right. Well. But I do think that this is probably going to be the last reading.
Yeah, I think so.
So Luna says, "May I have a reading? What messages do my guides have for me?"
Find you a cute kitty. Ooh, just got a big dose of energy. Ooh.
Okay. So first card I get, Page of Wands, right? Learning to follow that guiding light. Second one is Seven of Pentacles, learning to wait, right? And Eight of Swords is don't let that waiting period make you feel like you're stuck, because waiting is different than being stuck. Page of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, Page of Wands, Seven of Pentacles, Eight of Swords. Yeah, it's like you're learning how to listen to your guides. Your guides are saying it's going to take time to really connect, like really hear them on a regular basis, because it's such a new thing for you. But to not let your frustrations make you feel like you're stuck. You're not stuck. It's just it's a new skill you're learning. And I love how the hair looks like wings. Right? You're learning how to fly. So give yourself a little bit of, be gentle with yourself. That's what I'm saying.
I asked for something. Got the High Priestess.
Nice. Oh, I love that card.
Isn't that lovely? It kind of makes me think this is a message from your kitty. But what is really standing out to me in this card is the potion. It is blue, but it has that little white spot in there. And when I started to focus in on the potion, what is it about with the potion? She's supposed to drink a magic potion. What's going on? And they're like, yeah, as a matter of fact, there's a particular crystal that you probably already have an idea what it might be, that they want you to make potion water and drink it. 3 doses? 3 doses is 2 for sure. There's 2 for sure, like pretty quick together. It feels like you could put the crystal in some decent water overnight twice and drink that water 2 mornings back to back. And then on a third one to use the moon, to put the water and the crystal out in the moon. So I would say go with the new moon on that one again, because you're calling in an intention to put that potion out under the new moonlight.
That's the third one?
Yeah, that would be the third one.
Because I got a strong hit that at least the first one should be put out under the sun.
Oh, yay. There you go. I love that.
Yep. Like I saw the bowl of water with the crystal in it with the sun beaming down on it.
Oh, so maybe to make the first 2 batches in the sun and then follow the third in the moon. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
Yep.
Luna, which crystal? I think you know.
This is something between you and your guides. I know that, like, I had several crystals pop into my head, but I was told, no, this is between you and your guides, which crystal to use. Just make sure to research and make sure it's not one that you don't put in water.
That it's dangerous. Yeah, Luna. I'm gonna say I think you know.
I've known people who thought they needed to cleanse their selenite in water and put their selenite in water and went, "Where'd my crystal go?"
Yeah.
It's a salt. It's gonna dissolve.
Yeah.
So no selenite, no malachite, no. What else does not go in water? There's like a list of stuff you'd never want to put in water.
Cool.
And she says, yes, I know which one. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's right, Angie. Thank you for that reminder. So, Angie says, many crystals ending in "ite" are not to be put in water because the "ite" crystals, selenite, right, malachite, are ones that have salts in them that would dissolve in water. And Ginger Face says, congrats on the website, Betsy.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone, for being here. Other than your website, do you have anything in the works? No.
No, that took all my thought process. I'm working on me now. I have a Watsu tomorrow, and I have a Trinfinity 8 treatment on Sunday. This is a great story. There's a woman that invented this machine called the Trinfinity 8, and it's on the web, and it is a software healing program downloaded to her after a near-death experience. And I know, she's really cool. And she's brand new to the island. She's been here 3 months. And how did I meet her? Because she moved into the Ohana under the place where I go pet sitting all the time. Oh. Funny how things like that happen.
There are no mistakes on this island.
Yeah. Dr. Kathy Forte. And so Trinfinity 8. I had one treatment. It's a trip. The crystals. You hold crystals in your hands. That's the method that the codes are delivered to you.
Wow.
Yeah.
We need to have a play date with her, don't we?
I mean, she's really interesting. I've been introducing her around. That was one of her goals, was to find the metaphysical set here on Maui, and there really isn't one. But I've been introducing her around to my friends. Yeah.
So next week, I will be interviewing the lovely Stephen Bright, creators Spirit Within and the Rainbow Kipper, which I don't have. And I look forward to chatting with him about this amazing deck that's all silhouettes. So it's a great deck. I love this deck.
Cool.
And then in 2 weeks, I will be chatting with Sasha Graham because the Darkwood Tarot is getting a sequel deck called the Tarot of the Witch's Garden. So I'm looking forward to that chat as well. And I am always available to create crystal grids, wearable crystal grids. So if you are interested, please reach out. You can find me on, on Instagram at Dailey LLC, and that's pretty much where I do all my business through. I don't have a website yet. I had a website. I joined a spa. I let my website go. And now I kind of regret letting my website go. But
I'll give you the contacts for my person. She's amazing. And she's here. Good. She's here like half the year. She's amazing. And she works with folks like us all the time.
Perfect. Okay. Well, it is almost 5 past the hour. And you got someone coming in 10 minutes. So we are going to say adieu, aloha, auf Wiedersehen, sayonara.
Ahui ho.
Aloha, ahui ho.